What's going on, guys? King Raven here, coming at you with another video today. So today we are going to take a look at several traditional pocket knives. But before we get into today's video, y'all remember to give me a like, leave a comment. In the description of this video and all my videos, there'll be links. Those links do help the channel, and it's the best way to support me if you would like to support what I do here at this channel. I greatly appreciate it. At the end of the video, there'll be a little subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and check out the other video I'll have linked. Follow me over on Instagram at ShieldArms. Now let's flip this camera around and get into today's knife review. Okay guys, so today we are going to be taking a look at some RoseCraft blade knives. We're going to look at some from the Lefty Pass-Around group and a couple from my personal collection. So big shout out to the Lefty Pass-Around group for letting me check out these knives. We're going to go through these pretty quickly, but I will have all of them linked down in the description. So you'll be able to go and check out and all the specs and everything like that for yourself. So first one that we're going to take a look at is, and forgive me with some of these names because I know most of them are named after lakes and rivers. This is the Anawanta. This one is a little keychain style knife. So it's in G10. They've got several different colors. You've got this little key ring or lanyard loop here on the back. If you wanted to do a lanyard and drop this in a fifth pocket, or just drop it in a fifth pocket, or if you wanted to put it on your keychain, it's very light enough the way you can do that. And then you've got this nice utility style sort of Warncliffe with a drop blade that's very useful. So I have medium-sized hands. I wear medium-sized gloves. So with that, I can still get 4 fingers using this little key ring part. So if you've got larger hands, then you would probably want a lanyard. But this is supposed to be, you just grab it and you're going to hold it in a pinch or like this most of the time, or at least I have. And then you're going to use that tip to insert into the package or whatever and do your draw cuts and any precision cuts. Or you're going to take it and you're open up some tape like here in that pinch grip, or a bag. You're at lunch and you want to open your bag of chips. That's what it's designed for. You really utilitarian stuff that 99% of what we use our knives for, this is going to be for. It's not going to be well at food prepping, but if you've got an apple and you wanted to slice a thing off your apple and everything, yes, this is going to be fine. So nice, really small utility style knife. We'll bring it back when we compare all of them. The next one we're going to take a look at is the French Broad Jack. The French Broad Jack. This one is in a beautiful rosewood. All RoseCraft blade knives that I've had, the fit and finish is just outstanding. The seams, the smoothness, the inlays, the shields, all of it's really nice. They use I don't think I said it on the other one. It was in D2 steel. This one's in D2. All these RoseCraft knives are going to be in D2 steel. That's their go-to steel. It's a good steel. It's a tough steel. It holds a good edge. It's not the best at corrosion resistant, so wipe a little bit of oil onto the blade every once in a while. You'll be fine. I live in Mississippi, and all I have to do is put just a little oil on a D2 blade every once in a while, and you're fine and everything. So just make sure you keep it clean. Keep a little layer of oil on it every once in a while, and D2 is going to serve you well. It is a phenomenal steel as far as all the other properties goes. Toughness, edge retention, and everything. So this one large hands not going to be a problem. You've got plenty of handle room, and I love the look, the shape, the size of this knife, and this blade shape with its drop and almost completely straight edge, just like the little keychain one. You've got that tip that you can use for your precision cuts and your draw cuts. And then on this one, if you are needing to break down some cardboard or anything like that, you do have the ability for those power cuts. Food prep is not going to be the best because you're going to be banging your knuckles. You won't get but just the tip of the blade onto a cutting board. So this would be more like if you were, you know, doing off Apple or different stuff like that. Otherwise, it's going to be a more utility style knife. But man, it is phenomenal. I love the French project. Let's go to the next one. Next one is going to be the Lusahachi Jack. The Lusahachi Jack. And this one is in a sandalwood. This one is actually in a yellow sandalwood. I know they have this one in a red sandalwood as well. But it's a beautiful knife. This is more of a Barlow style where you've got the bolster up here and you've got the rest of the handle down here. And where like on the French project, you've got bolsters at each end. The Barlow, it's got the bolster at the top. And I love the look of this style. My hands, you still got plenty of room left over. Large hands going to be fine with this. You can even choke up further and get more. This is great in hand. Now this one, the tip does drop, so you can use it tip, but you've got a nice belly. And it almost the belly almost drops down. Kind of like kukri, where it drops down the sweet spot of the belly here, and then the edge goes upwards towards the handle. So you've got a lower drop belly. And that makes it very useful, not only using the tip, but using that belly for your draw cuts and your precision cuts. Now this one, you do have more ability for food prep because you do have this whole belly that is hanging lower. So you can use this more for if you were using it like as a camp knife or stuff like that. Or at your work at lunch or out to eat if you needed to cut your steak. This is going to be outstanding and everything. I love the Lusahachi Jack. Great knife. Great overall size. Alright, let's go to the next one. Next one right here, we are looking at the Savage Creek Gunstock. Now this one happens to be in stag. Real stag antler. So this is real antler. Now they do have other versions if you don't like the stag. One thing with the stag is it has different thicknesses. So you're going to have different thicknesses all through it. But that adds to the beauty and character of stag. If it's not for you, I completely understand. You'd have to go for like one of the wood ones and stuff where you get some more uniformity. But if you are a fan of antler handles, this is a beautiful set of stag antlers. And each one, you can tell from side to side. The thickness is going to be different and the look and the textures is going to be different. But that is really nice. Now this is gun stock, so it's thinner up here and then you get a drop and then it becomes more thicker towards the butt end, just like the stock of a gun. And then you've got your bolster up here. This one has a drop point, almost like a clip point, but it doesn't clip up much. It's got a nice wedge on the top. So with that tip being almost in line with the center and everything, it's good for still being able to use the tip. You do have to lift up some, but you've got this belly right here that's going to be for your cuts. And then you've got almost the full length of this blade for your power cuts. This is a very traditional, very versatile, almost like trapper style knife, and I really really dig the Savage Creek gun stock. Alright, let's go to the next one. The next one is going to be the Saskatchewan River Muskrat. The Squeechy River Muskrat. Forgive me and everything. I cannot pronounce some of these, but this is our first two-bladed knife in this collection. So the blades are very similar. They've got that sort of like trapper style swedge clip point. So the tip drops low, and then you've got the little belly up front, and you've got pretty good straight edge, and it sort of angles back up to the knife. Now on this side, very similar in the blade shape. What they did was they canted it more. So this one has a lower cant than this one. So when you're using this side and everything to lift up, you're being able to get at stuff like this and do your draw cuts, and then any of your power cuts. But on this side, because that blade drops further, you can actually use that tip easier without having to lift as high. You can puncture in and go. So this one is going to be definitely for your more finesse cuts, where this side right here would be for your more straighter power cuts. These aren't going to be the best for food prep and everything like that. If I had to choose one, I would probably do the one that cants down more, so I could get a little bit more towards the blade, so it would be in a pinch, but it would be more of like, you know, the apple slicing stuff. But it is cool that you get the similar style blade, but you've got one at more of a straight and one at more of a cant. So you can use them in different ways, because this is actually the side with the cant, because most of my stuff, y'all know, I'm a double amputee, so I am not hard using my knives or anything like that. Plus, these are slip joints. You're not supposed to. So I use my knives for like what 99% of us use our knives for, and that's opening packages, mail, breaking down cardboard, food prep, strings, anything around the house that you need a knife to cut, tape, anything like that. And this one with the cant, I definitely use more, because I can use that tip at a better angle, and that front part of this belly, man, just pierce in and then do your draw cuts, or do the cuts, whatever cuts you need. Really like that. So that right there is the man, I definitely can. The Saskatchewan River Muskrat. Okay, let's move to the next. Now we're moving into two of my own personal knives. This is my personal Losahuchi Jack knife. This one is in yellow sandalwood as well, just like the pass around. But as you can see, with any wood, you get variations in the wood. This one has more darker grain. This one more has swirlies. This one has more linear and a little bit lighter grain. And then on this side, you get more of that linear like this, where this one has some of the sideways swirls. So love the beauty of wood handles, because you do get so much variation from color and depthness and grain. So love the Losahuchi Jack. It's an awesome style Barlow, and I love that blade shape. So that's why I have added this one to my collection. Alright. And then the next one that's in my collection, this is the Tanzil Lake Teardrop. Tanzil Lake Teardrop. So this one has the bolster at both ends, and it has a thinner up here, and it does to a wider, and then goes down back towards like a teardrop. This one is a more of a spear point drop point blade. You've got a swedge up here, but because you've got a swedge and the way it drops and almost in line, it's more of a spear point drop point blade. So you can use that tip to puncture in and stuff, or you can use that nice belly out there and do your drag cuts and your finesse cuts. I love this as a blade shape. That's why I've added this one to my personal collection. It's great in hand as well. So even large hands, you're going to have room. And pinch grips, the draw cuts, power cuts, you're going to have almost a full length. Because you don't really start getting that belly. And because it actually angles like this, you're going to be drawing in almost like a recurve until you get all the way towards the tip. And then you'll slide more off. But yes, really nice. That's the Tanzil Lake spear point, and this one is in a beautiful blue bone. Bone isn't just like stag. You get all these different textures and different configurations, and I love it and everything. And the fit and finish is just phenomenal on RoseCraft knives. So especially for the value that you're getting, very high value. I slip carry my slip joints, so I get most of my slips from Traditional Pocket Knives. Matter of fact, I got my knives from Traditional Pocket Knives as well. Great retailer. Don't have an affiliate link with them or anything like that, but they'll be linked down below where you can find stuff like this. And they do different, you can get just the plain brown leather, or you can get all different colors, or even these different themes. This is what they call 80s. So you got a dark purple, and then you got this light green and orange, and then they've got another one that I carry my Losahuchi in called the Patriot, dark blue and red and white. So red, white, and blue. And then I've got just a brown one for another one of my slip joints. That's not a RoseCraft blades. So let's bring all these out so we can sort of do a size comparison. All right. So this is the Tanzil Lake Teardrop. This is my Losahuchi Jack. Okay. And then this is the Muskrat. I'm just going to leave one blade out for right now for the comparison. Okay. And then the Savage Creek Gunstock. The Pass-Arounds Losahuchi Jack. The French Broad Jack. And the Otawanta. Alright, and again, forgive me for butchering some of these names, but y'all can see down in the description each one of these, and man, if you like one, go for it. The quality is there. These are my two personal, so these are two of my favorites, and out of the rest of these, this is the next model that is in favor of the line. Matter of fact, this is my next RoseCraft blade that I plan on picking up. This one, just after handling it for this review, this one has reaffirmed, because at first in pictures, I was like, man, I don't know how I'm going to like that just shape of the handle and shape of the blade overall, and just the way it looked in pictures. But after getting it in hand and using this blade and holding this handle like it is, man, this one is phenomenal. So this, that's why, you know, don't judge a knife until you can really put it in hand. Sometimes you might change your mind. So this one, man, this one is really this. So this one is my next to acquire, the French Broad Jack. But if you like the shape and design of any of these, I say go for it. Let's flip this camera around and wrap up today's video of RoseCraft blade knives. So guys, which RoseCraft blade is your favorite of these? Do you like RoseCraft blade slip joints? Y'all let me know. I know RoseCraft blade makes other locking knives, but I think they really shine in their traditional slip joint area. And their fit and finish and their value that you're getting, even with them using D2, which is still a great steal. The value you get for these, man, it's incredible. So, out of these, my personal favorites, of course, the Tangible Lake. I love this because it's one of mine. The Barlow style, the Lasahuchi, outstanding. And then, of course, the French Broadjack. I've got to pick this one up and everything. This is just a terrific knife. If you like two-bladed knives, this is outstanding. The Muskrat. I'm just not a two-bladed knife style traditional person. I like single-bladed slip joint knives. So this one is not for me, but that does not take away from the design, the fit, and the finish. It's still a outstanding, beautiful knife. Y'all let me know what you think. Check the description below. Check all those links and everything like that. If you want to help me here at the channel, that's the best way to do so. Also, give me a like, leave a comment, let me know which one. Hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and check out this video. I think you might like it. Follow me on Instagram at ShieldArms. Y'all be safe out there. I'm King Raven, and I'll catch you in the next video.